Contingency contracts. In Arknights, a contingency contract is a limited time event where players can challenge themselves with more difficult stages to earn rewards. The event features a set of challenge stages, each with their own unique rules and conditions that make them more challenging than normal stages. Players must use their operators strategically to complete the challenge stages and earn rewards such as exclusive materials, items, and even currency. To participate in the event, players must beat at least once in risk 0, and then the first tier of difficulty is unlocked. After beating it again with a higher risk, more difficulty slider is unlocked. CC, which is what Contingency Contract is shortened for, was designed to exceed the limit of you as a tactician to push your operators to their absolute limit, indicated with operator damage percentage reduction tags and enemies with additional attack percentage tags plus HP tags and so on and so forth, and to push yours with resource control with DP reduction generation percentage and using Vanguard operators to stall initial waves with their bodies and HP. They also feature various difficulty levels that increase the challenge and rewards as the player progresses, usually max out at risk 18, and then beyond that, everything you get is basically peanuts. Successful completion of event can earn players exclusive rewards and bragging rights for conquering the toughest challenge in the game. And I am absolutely horrible at it. You know what I don't have? Okay, I don't have a brain, right? But you know what I am not horrible at? Overanalyzing things and derive meaning from something that generally shouldn't have meaning, or at least should have been taken at face value, like their music. Aside from a really small handful, Arknights CC music, or their OSTs, have always been released with vocal tracks, and most of them have this energy of perseverance through all the challenges ahead of you, in many shades. To be honest, basically a challenge mode for the best of players to offer that is befitting of the theme of the music. They're all motivating in their own right, and I want to break it down one by one, at least the vocal ones, and give my thoughts on how the music makes me feel, because I love them. That's how I actually got into Arknights, and they of course make me feel a certain way. Oh, and I should mention that I'm not a music expert, so I will not go through the technicalities like beats, or rhythm, or anything. If anything, there's already a bunch of channels covering the technicalities of it. I want to cover the meaning, and as a listener and actually a new fan diving into the literary arts of it, or the writing of it. It's not the kind that you would associate when I say literary arts, but it is a literary art, like how rap is a poem when you really think about it. And now let's just get into it.
Burn me to the ground. Burn me to the ground. Burn me to the ground.
Pyrite appears to be about someone who is struggling with their sins and feeling trapped by their own actions. They feel that there's no room for anyone else to come into their life and help them overcome their struggles. The lyrics suggest that they have tried to find salvation through material possessions such as silver and gold, but ultimately these things cannot save them from their rotting soul. The song also touches on themes of secrecy and betrayal, with the singer feeling that someone close to them has known their struggles all along but choose not to help. The chorus repeats the phrase, "I need a head I can hold up," and "burn me to the ground," which seems to indicate desire to find something or someone to lift them up, but also a willingness to be destroyed in the process if it means overcoming their struggles. The repeated line "nickel and iron to outweigh desire" suggests a struggle between their desire and their desire for redemption, though overall the song seems to be a reflection on the personal struggles with sin and desire for the redemption. The lyrics suggest feelings of being trapped and helpless, but also willingly to face the consequences of their actions in order to move forward. Pirates was one of the first songs that I stumbled across when I was slowly checking out Arknights music, And the metal and screaming was really caught my ears because I love me some metal. Guilty Gear. In initially getting to understand the song was actually one of the hardest ones, just because most things of the songs I really had a hard time deciphering. The idea to shed all that is deemed unneeded and weighing you down, and the scream burned me to the ground, shook me to my core when I first heard it. And when I was facing some adversities back in uni, it was clear as day that we have a goal to work through, but despite what's weighing us down, we're always willing to face. We will always be willing to face it when we really want it, and we'll gladly burn it down once we see that it was never worth keeping. Blade is a powerful anthem that exudes confidence and determination. The lyrics suggest that the speaker is someone who already has achieved success and will not be held back by anyone or anything. The opening lines, "I am the one, I'm here, I've infiltrated, your time has come," to be downgraded suggests that the speaker has already succeeded in their mission and has gained the upper hand. The next lines, "I've already won as far as I can see, so keep your eyes on me," reinforces the idea that the speaker has achieved success and wants others to take notice. "Yes, I'm on fire, ignited by a burning desire," is a powerful declaration of the speaker's drive and passion. The lines can't contain this ember, though you tried, despite all this time you tried to stop me, I defy, there's no bringing me down, suggests that the speaker is unstoppable and will not be held back by literally anything at all. Second verse, "Oh, like frostbite permeates into your bones, I'll be the thief that sneaks through to topple all your thrones," suggests that the speaker is a formidable opponent, capable of taking down even the most powerful of adversaries. The lines, "I'll keep on pushing all night through the storm, I'm insatiable like the unrelenting storm, I'm unsurmountable, I'll outperform, I'm uncontainable," reinforces that idea that the speaker is just a force to be reckoned with, right? The final chorus, "I am the one, your day of reckoning has come, an overwhelming blaze that you can't outrun now, I've already won, prepared to be overrun. When it's all said and done, the day is mine," further just establishes that the speaker's dominance and suggests that they are ready to take on any challengers. Basically saying, "Come here, I'm ready," at any moment. Overall, this song is about just being an overall badass, and it's just a confident in their ability to continue achieving their goal no matter what obstacle they may face. And honestly, one of the more popular songs due to how empowering it is and how generally upbeat the song is. The song can feel like a big triumphant song and a big FU to whatever that stands between us and our goal. To claim one's triumphant before anything has ever happens means to say that I got this in the bag. To say you're not a threat to me whatsoever, and I'll do anything to get it, and I have no issue persevering through it. Cinder appears to be an anthem or motivational piece that emphasizes the importance of perseverance and determination. The repeated use of the word persist highlights the message of the song that one must keep pushing forward towards their goal despite any obstacle or setback that may face. The lyrics encourage the listener to stay focused on their mission with their eyes fixed on the horizon and to never give up on the pursuit of victory and glory. The song celebrates the idea that success is achievable for those who are brave and resilient enough to persist through challenges and hardships. Overall, the song aims to inspire and motivate the listener to keep going and not give up on their dream. To be honest, the song is a more somber take on perseverance, but it's almost played like a national anthem, as I said before. An anthem for the weak and shrouded in darkness to persist, and to keep marching on. Everything feels achievable for those persistent in the pain and suffering, though glory is promised to those who are resilient. Though, due to the tone, it's not the kind of song I'd listen to often, but it's a nice reminder when it comes out on my playlist.
OK 装備の異常なし出発
Now, Let's Seal is, again, persevere, because everything in here is perseverance in the face of adversity and learning from one's mistakes. The lyric describes the singer talking to themselves because no one else understands this overwhelming feeling of regret that they are experiencing. The singer has made some wrong decisions that have had consequences, but they are determined to find their way eventually. They reflect on the mess they created, but also acknowledge that tough love is helping them learn and grow. The singer emphasizes that the importance of having a supportive team around them, as well as recognizing that they are built like a champion, that their story is just beginning. The chorus is an anthem of determination, with the singer proclaiming that they are doing it right and they will get back up if they fall, ever. Overall, this song seems to be about the importance of perseverance and learning from one's mistakes in order to succeed. Now, the song hits me close as well. Most of my life, and frankly speaking, whatever I've done currently is a reaction or lesson learned from past mistakes. Be it life of gaming or fighting games, we learn from our mistakes. Sometimes we know the solution easily, and sometimes it's not as clear. So we mess it up again. All those lessons get discouraging. That's why you need a support group like friends and family. While I fuck up, they'll be there to explain to me, because learning on your own means you learn the wrong lessons at times and have to relearn it. So it's gonna be a long road without one. And at times when I feel like I doubt my actions, I have to tell myself what I did is because what I know, and if I don't know, then I'll eventually know. No biggie. Easier said than done, to be honest, though.
Where to stay, yeah, yeah. Ready to play, yeah, yeah. Higher the stakes, but together we are so much stronger.
You wanna make it to the next round, you got to level up. Put away the fear in your eyes and toughen up. Sky's the limit, no slowing. Organize a team of growing. We the champion, can't take our crown. Rain or shine, we ain't leaving. Got a dream that we believe in. Nobody can stop us now. When the ground shakes, we ain't afraid. We're pushing every obstacle out the way. You better get your head in the game. We run this town, no backing down. Here is when we say, oh, nah, nah, nah. Can't stop us, nah, nah, nah. Hey, we'll always be unstoppable. Oh, nah, nah, nah. Can't stop us, nah, nah, nah. Hey, we'll always be unstoppable.
Operation Wildscale is an upbeat, motivational anthem about perseverance and power of unity. The lyric speaks about facing challenges and obstacles with determination and positive attitude, and always pushing forward and never giving up. Which, again, it's basically what the whole CC songs I've come to learn is what it's about. The opening lines, "We're here to stay, ready to play," set the tone for the rest of the song, emphasizing the idea that the singer and their team is prepared to take on anything what comes their way. And the chorus, "When the ground shakes, we ain't afraid, we were pushing every obstacle out of the way. If we get a hit in the game, we'll run this town, no backing down. Here is when we say," reinforces the idea of unstoppable strength and determination, and the belief that nothing can stand in his way, which is straightforward, right? Some of the songs are pretty not subtle on what is going on, but that's what makes it fun. The lyric also touch on the importance of teamwork and support with lines like higher the stakes, but together we're stronger, and your turn, stay by my side, don't get burned, contract for life. Is again teamwork and just we can do this. It exudes we can do this energy. Me and the boys energy at times even. And overall, Operation Wild Scales is an uplifting and energizing song that encourages listeners to embrace challenges and overcome obstacles with the belief that they can achieve anything they set their minds to, really. Same as Operation Blade, the song just exudes confidence, and in my opinion, it sounds like a song that, if you listen closely, it sounds like a World Cup vibe, like a soccer theme, or I guess football, which surprisingly works when talking about unity and facing obstacles. Surprisingly, the song is an absolute banger and reminds me why I love my crew, my gang, my friends, and again, they make me feel powerful they make me feel powerful that any obstacle feel minuscule. It's a fun song, genuinely. Hindsight expresses the need for space where the singer can leave behind their emotions and feelings. The singer is struggling to understand their situation and is looking for guidance to find the end of their strugglings, so to speak. They feel like everything they see is illusion and they are living in a shadow, compromising their life to follow someone else's. However, they refuse to let their faith and struggles reign over their mind. Even in the darkest moments, overall, the song portrays a sense of hope and resilience in the face of difficulties and desire to overcome them. The song is a nice reminder to listeners, and by proxy me, that while things look bleak, things look dour, it's easy to look things at the highest peak when you're stuck in the lowest ends, or what is considered as lowest ends, because sometimes life's fleeting, and what's lowest isn't really your lowest until you see the bigger picture. But the hopeful part of the song comes when the singer claims that he won't let it claim his thoughts, or rather, it's a rather powerful message, and then follows up with a scream. And I love screaming songs, I'll be honest. It has the sense of catharsis to it, and the song tells yourself, don't lose sight of what's on top, you're at the bottom, but it's easier said than done all the time. Hope and resilience are the steps to a start that is a long, long climb. Dawnseeker describes a sense of urgency and the desire to take action in the face of difficulties and obstacle. The singer acknowledges the anger and sorrow that comes from them, but they don't want to dwell on it anymore. They express a willingness, god damn it, that word again, to fight and believe that they can make a difference. With lyrics like, the fire's lit and blazing through the darkness, and the time has come for light to shine the way. The theme of time is also present, with repeated lines like, we're running out of time, and I don't want to waste no time. The chorus seems to suggest a desire for connection and companionship, with the singer saying that they don't want to be alone, asking the listener to follow them. Overall, the lyrics convey a sense of determination and refusal to give up in the face of adversity. This gives me Daft Punk vibes, and I don't mind it at all. It's a good song in my book, where sometimes the action we want needs to be taken, can be taken now, and consequences be damned. Time's limited in this life, and it's become more limited with threats here and there, as we as humans don't have much, so why not start now and fight back? You got that creative idea, got that dream. Start, even if it's small. Swallow your pride and that shyness. I'll follow along with many people who wants to see you succeed. Face the fight. Really? Though, again, I'm sure it's easier said than done, but I'm rooting for you.
Hiding in the dark, kept myself in silence for too long. Tried to rewrite all my wrongs, but every day I'm feeling more anxious. I'm not a part of your game. Stop pouring fuel to my rage. Don't think you're so hard to break.
この武器リラでもあり弓でもありますわよ。
Don't think you're so hard to break.
Deepness has a message of self-empowerment and breaking free from negative influences. The lyric expresses a sense of being held back and trapped by external forces, but also determined to rise above them and assert one's own identity and independence. The repeated phrase, "come close to me," could be interpreted as a challenge to others to see the speaker in a new light and recognize their strength and potential. The song is really just about overcoming own obstacles and taking control of one's life. Really, I genuinely try to internalize the song for many reasons, but as of recording, I have to yet truly done that just because I have too much to lose. I want to graduate, please. But this song is nothing short of powerful, especially when the singer says, "I'll show you who I really am," with that fade out in the song itself. It's like a proclamation that I'm not gonna hold back. Piss me off and you're dead, right? I know I'm not a part of your game. Stop putting fuel to my rage. Don't think you're so hard to break. And then I know how to, basically says, I know how to break you without any issues. So the song is really like, it gives you power to tell whatever force you're up against, and then just provoking them by asking them to come closer. Because the singer is just basically telling, try me right now. Let's settle this one by one, right? Come close to me. It's a shorter explanation, but trust me, the song is just lyrically is just very powerful, and I love it.
Was the one and only option that I could and I would consider. But I get back on my feet like the fighter of my dreams, 'cause I really wanna be a guardian angel. Oh, with that glow with halo, you're my guardian angel.
Assuring is about finding the courage to fight for someone and to protect them, even in the face of danger. The singer talks about how they used to freeze up in the face of danger, but now they feel empowered and fearless because they have someone to protect. The lyrics describe a battle and a stand at the battlefront where the singer and their ally are fighting with their bare hands and a fierce determination. And imagine the glowing halo suggests that the ally is likely an angel, which not literally, or it could be because Arknight has Sanctas, but that's here and there. But for the most part, it's just a protector of some sort and guiding the singer through difficult times. Overall, the song is mainly a tribute to power and courage to inspire people. The song kind of grew on me as I listened to it because, to be honest, life is nothing but another battleground for those who seem to be in a constant fight, whether it be amongst themselves, an unfavored life, from within, or even being in an actual battlefield of war. The song's best part, in my opinion, is one of the things that I often repeat myself, if not word for word, at least by action, and that be many times I hit rock bottom, many times it seems surrender was the only option that I could and I would consider. But I get back on my feet like the fighter of my dreams, because I really want to be the guy. Why? I have people I want to help, I have people I want to protect, because my folks have helped me out for so long, protected me for so long. I just wanted to return them in favor by being as strong as, if not stronger than they ever be. That's probably just the hero complex talking in me though, but the song is really, it hits closer personally. But let's not dwell on that too much just yet.
Come on, show me what you got now. Go ahead and try to test me. We are never backing down, never letting hide. Go ahead and we are never backing down, 'cause our hearts are ironclad.
And then we get to Fake Wave. Fake Wave is a song with lyrics about standing up to challenges and adversities with a theme of resilience and determination. The lyrics suggest that the speaker and their crew are prepared to face any obstacle that come their way and will not back down or give up. In an Angry Birds theme, funnily enough. The lyric also suggests that the speaker and their crew are confident in their abilities to overcome their enemies, and that their opponents have underestimated them. The song includes imagery of waves crashing in a hurricane, which may symbolize the challenge the speaker and their crew are facing. Overall, the lyrics expresses a message of strength, defiance, and perseverance in, repeat after me, the face of adversity. Adversity. I can speak English. Now, this is one of my personal favorite songs. The song is basically, for all intended purposes, basically another diss track, and it's hilariously fun to listen to, and it's just uplifting. It's basically a rap fight with your closest crew. You feel absolutely invincible, which is relatable to me, where I feel like I'm at my peak with my friends, regardless of friend groups really. All challenges, or you could say the biggest waves, feel like a fake wave. Wordplay. When I'm with friends and this little challenge isn't really a big deal, right? God, I love the song.
What's it gonna take to erase my sins when I've done nothing wrong? I've done nothing wrong at all. I've said it all before, but don't be surprised when you say may come alive. When there's nothing in between us, I wanna tell for a tell, I wanna die for a die.
divine.
Now, from these lyrics, it seems like the speaker is seeking revenge. Shocker, I know. From some perceived wrong that might have been done to them. They express a desire to retribution, stating that I want a tooth for a tooth, I want an eye for an eye, and describing becoming shapeless in pursuit of this revenge. The speaker also describes a feeling of being in someone else's shadow, experiencing their misery as if it's their own. Overall, this song just conveys anger, resentment, and desire for justice. And arguably this is the freshest in my mind, just because it's the latest song that's been released, and because of this song was also the reason why I thought of making this video. And the fact that my friend couldn't shut up about the band, but that's okay. I have a channel dedicated to me geeking out, so I can't complain. Anyway, the song is intense. The revenge is always an intense emotion for me, since I don't really have a truly resentful emotion in the sense that I have to commit to actually hating them or something. Like, the idea of hate is to commit to memory and making sure that that person that you hate is still there to be hated, and actively remembering them. That is, to me, such a draining task, to be honest. But I can understand wanting to take back what you felt was rightfully yours and go to the lengths to envision this grandiose imagery of like a burning sky where just both of us settle our differences. Imagine just going through all that hardship in life, surviving, barely living, just to live long enough so you can just walk up to your opponent or that person that you really hate and just end him right here, right there. That needs commitment. Spite is honestly a scary and emotional, powerful emotion, to be honest. And this song encapsulates that very, very nicely with the screams and the metal that the guitar just exudes.
いただきます。やはり争いは避けられないんですね。
真実の香りが仕上がるぜ。
命令に従い出撃。
Now, this is more a personal request from my friend, my close friend, and also people, the folks that read my script. Now, they asked me to do honorable mentions for the songs that don't have lyrics, because I agree. While I'm not a big fan of it overall, due to me resonating with lyrics and words more than hearing beats of songs, I can't deny some of the two OSTs that are non-vocal in the CCs are actually really, really good, and I'm here to give credit where credit is due. CC Beta or Barrenland gives me this vibe of preparing for a battle or a large catastrophe that's coming in. You're preparing for a fight with an army, and if need be, an army of ops, and it sounds like an action movie, which is fitting for the beta theme as the one that started it all. And that's really, how do I say it? It makes you prepare for what's to come. But that's one I'm listening to, which supposedly was the original soundtrack, I was told. But there's also the popular one, which is the W&W's remix, which to me just gives me coffin dance vibes. Which, in all seriousness, I try to be sound serious, but that's the only thing I hear out of that song. So my apologies if I'm not doing it justice. But it's still regardlessly a good song. And then there's Operation Spectrum, which is CC5. I believe this is also around the time they were using Casimir's stages and enemies, because I got the EDM vibes close to the Near Light OST, which is, as of the recording this, it's what the event I'm playing right now. This feels more like a dance-off or fight with a more upbeat tone, as a spectacle, if you will. Dance through the fight as it would, and that is. It's hard to put it to word, because this is actually, the honorable mention is actually unscripted. It's, how do I say it? It's basically like saying, hey, let's get this party started. Shit's about to go down. Let's go. Let's freaking go, kind of thing. This is actually the extent of what I can say. This is proof why I don't cover the lyricless songs, because I can't talk about it too much, but this is just me to honor my friends and stuff. Alright, and that concludes the honorable mentions for now. As we can see here, is that all the song, for the most part, have one thing in common, and that's perseverance. And then the need to move forward. Each song covers different ideas of perseverance, whether it to grow and become strong, to become a guardian, or it's a me with my crew, we can handle everything together, or even straight up revenge and outright planning to survive just so you can kill, take set revenge, right? In a way, perseverance is the only thing we as common folk can really do in a world that feels unfair and requires arguably specific strategies, specific ways to get ahead and overcome those obstacles, just like a common CC map or even a high risk CC map. And it sounds as insane as me trying to use everything in my interest to correlate back to life, when, to be honest, it shouldn't really be. But it's fun to play around with that idea, and this is my take on the CC songs. And I would put an argument that sometimes you like some things because you can relate to something to begin with, and that's how you resonate with the thing that you like, when it really doesn't need to be related to life. But that's just some bloke's take on songs, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you. Thank you again. Hey, if you reached this far into the video, thanks for listening to the video till the damn end. Arknights is relatively new to me in terms of overall experience. I've heard about it when it initially came out. I heard about it when the game came out, and I even tried it, but back then I was so busy with a bunch of commitment that I couldn't get around with it, and frankly I didn't have the mind capacity to do it until like recently, where I found out about, turns out Arknights is jokingly, this is me jokingly saying like, Arknights is basically a music company, and listening to a lot of their musics basically got me going to try out tackling some of the songs, at least in terms of the meaning and the lyrical of it, because I'm one to like to break down the lyrical aspects of songs rather than the technicalities, because frankly speaking, there's a lot of people who are much more talented and much more qualified to talk. Like one of the people that I stumbled upon while writing this script was Catharsis Drummer. I'll put up the name on the screen. I'll put the name in the links below. Fantastic content creator. Love his videos. You should check it out. And if you're listening to this rambling still, right? The last video for the fighting game took off in, and that, again, it sounds like a broken record, but it took off in a way I didn't expect, just because fighting game is a rather niche thing, and whenever I try to do fighting game stuff, whenever I try to do niche stuff, it rarely gets any reception. But this time around, it got more than what I expected. I was expecting at least half of that hero video that I make, just because here I feel like heroes would resonate with people more compared to fighting games. But it blew me out of the park, and I hope this video also will blow me out of the park again, because all around I'm trying out more new things as I go, on top of the drawings, on top of the way I record, how I conduct myself, how certain topics I might be rather new, but the whole goal of this channel and overall what the videos I do is to share what piques my interest for the most part. What, like, hey, here's something, look at this cool thing that I found, or look at this cool thing that I've been doing or learning or getting myself into. And then there's things where if I have more time, I will go deeper into it, or I would talk about, let's say, like, how do I say, this is unscripted, this is just me rambling at the end. This whole, okay, like, for example, if it's not something new, it's something that I've been wanting to talk about, I just couldn't put it to words until that very moment. Like the fighting game, no, the hero one was actually that. It was something I wanted to talk a lot about, but I never had the words properly put. And even then, still now watching it back, feels like I can put so much more in. But it is what it is, right? It happened. We move on to newer projects, and I hope that this Arknights video will convey that as well, and everything I'm doing in the future. Well, I'm surprised you're listening to this far. Thank you.